I fucking love Jurassic Park. I have Jurassic Park hat. I have Jurassic Park shirt.
Car.
I have Jurassic Park car. I think it's one of the best movies.
It's a hyperfixation that hasn't ended.
When was Jurassic Park released?
Jurassic Park?
Yeah.
1986.
There's no way that was 1986.
That's a real big lie, I guess.
No, Jurassic Park was released in 1993. I think the novel was written in the 80s.
Okay, maybe that's what I get confused with.
The movie stars
Alan Grant.
Well, that's actually Sam Neill. Sam Neill, Lauren Dern, Ian Malcolm is played by Jeff Goldblum. Played by Jeff Goldblum. And you know what? This kind of went the Star Wars route, dude. This one went like, they got absolute fucking nobodies and one classical actor in Richard Attenborough, which is John Hammond. He's a theater actor, and everyone else was fairly unknown.
I find that's a good thing about like actors who aren't known, because I feel like they have a good thing, but like if they're big names, they don't play their character, they play themselves.
Exactly.
Like Chris Pratt, who's up there, The Rock.
Sam Neill did a fucking awesome job in this. You could feel his disdain for those kids. And you know what? There's some point that he's not wrong. Like there's a scene in the beginning where it's like, baby smell. He's not wrong. Baby smell.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They do smell. They do.
I also have one on my notes right here. It says, what if instead of dinosaurs, it was drag queens?
Like they were just like, drag queens are eating people? Or like...
I think they're just slaying at you.
They start voguing.
This movie is interesting in the way that it doesn't have a true villain. Its villain is capitalism.
Is it capitalism? I always thought it was society.
Society.
Please put in
clips of the Joker.
Yes. I want my face to be the Joker.
I'm not going to do all that editing.
Okay.
I am the editor. I'm not doing that. Okay. I'll tell you right now.
If anybody wants to be an editor, he's looking.
I'm not. I won't pay you. You can do it. I won't pay you. But Dennis Nedry, the fat guy in the cool shirt, he's framed as the villain. But let's be real, he's not a bad guy.
He just wanted money.
He just wanted money. And let's be fair, he's like, I will not be dragged into a financial debate with you. It's fucking, dude, pay the man. He's doing everything for you.
Why is he...
But that, you know what? That's a thing, and that's a continuous theme. It's spare no expense, but when you look at everything, even in the trailer, when he goes into Alan Grant's trailer and he starts pouring himself drinks, he pours the wine in a whiskey glass. He pours it in the wrong, like it's expensive wine, shitty glass. So he's not doing it right. And that's pretty much the whole thing. Then you look at the animal care. Dude, you're telling me you're keeping 4 fucking raptors in that thing?
I was thinking.
You saw how small that was?
That was a small cage. Probably as big as little.
Dude, that's ridiculous.
But I was thinking about it. I was like, why is he raiding their fridge? He doesn't know them like that.
Well, he's funding them.
I mean,
but
yeah,
that doesn't give you the right to be in their shit.
They probably don't have a lot in the fridge to begin with.
Dude, I mean, you see how dirty Sam Neill was? You know, last time he showered, he was probably looking forward to that wine. Probably the only thing that got him to sleep.
He said we're using that to celebrate.
Hey, we're saving that. And then he fucking looks at him with a stupid white shirt. How do you even get down there so clean? He moved kind of fast, didn't he?
Oh, I think they were pretty far away.
I don't know. They didn't frame it like that.
Because they also had to like cover the bones.
But Dennis Nedry deserved to be paid. And dude, in my notes right here, this is post-research Jurassic Park. I put Dodson was kind of buff. The guy who played Dodson was changed from the original actor in the was it Fallen Kingdom? No, not Fallen Kingdom. Jurassic World Dominion. It was changed from the original actor to a new actor because the old actor was caught on pedophilia charges. Tons of child porn. I think it was like 12 years that he served and they couldn't bring him back.
Stop it. Get some help.
Fucking kill yourself.
There's so many pedophiles.
There are, dude.
And I think that's a problem. Kill them.
Speaking of pedophiles, Ian Malcolm, I feel like he would He's definitely done some shady shit in his life.
Bro, I was watching the movie. I'm like, he is just the sex appeal. Because that one scene where he's like, on like his shirt's open, he's like,
Yeah, he's just,
I was like,
I was in The Fly. I'm Jeff Goldblum.
right, and then like, when they're in the helicopter in the beginning.
That was one of my favorite lines from the movie. He says, I was in The Fly. I am Jeff Goldblum. That was my favorite
yeah, that
line.
was my favorite. When they're in the helicopter and like Alan Grant's things like is wrong. Who made that helicopter?
That is an allegory.
Is it?
Yeah, so
For
you know
what?
how for life finds a way.
Oh.
They're both, because both the parts that he has are female.
Oh.
So when he goes and he ties his
lesbians.
sleigh.
Love you,
So-
Bookies.
Hate crime.
No.
So when he ties it up, it's life finds a way.
Okay. It's okay. I see that. If I was, my main focus in that part scene was like, I was like, why is he glowing, and everyone else isn't?
Yeah, you know what? But also, Ian, you can't flirt with a man's girl like that. That was kind of.
I do want to ask, why is a mathematician on the thing for dinosaurs? Because like Alan Grant.
Well, you know what? He was a mathematician specializing in like chaos theory, which I don't think is a real study in real life.
Theory.
It was explained in the books and the movie as the study of shit going wrong.
Is that why he was on the island? Because shit got wrong?
Well, that's I think that's why they brought him onto the island, because they were like, "What can go wrong here?" And he was like, "Everything." And
shit did hit the fan fast.
they
though.
did, man.
They
It was
were
like
on that island for like
first 8 hours.
48, because they were supposed to be there for like 2 days.
And then John Hammond had his grandchildren out there fucking dying, and he was eating spaghetti in the fucking.
He wasn't even on the thing.
They were just
Why?
eating spaghetti.
Which I want to point out, why is he hitting so many buttons to turn the cameras in the car? Because you see him go, and then it would switch. I'm like, why?
Because it's those old shitty Dell startup computers. You didn't see at the end of the movie when they were trying to lock a single fucking door.
Oh my god, I low-key kind of cringed at the scene because she's like, I'm a hacker.
I know this.
It's simple cell algorithm.
Simple cell division.
Mitosis.
She starts separating. She starts dividing her cells.
I need that meme. It was like mitosis. It was like they're separating.
Mitosis. Mitosis.
Yes.
Speaking of Lex, she is the only character in that movie that did not get an original action figure.
Billy got an action figure?
No, from the original movie.
Oh, okay.
She's the only character from that original movie that did not get an action figure. Dennis Nedry got one.
Uh-huh.
John Hammond got one.
Uh-huh.
Bill, Lex, and Tim. Tim got one.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, Alan, Ian, Laura Dern's character, Ellie Sadler. Mm-hmm. They all got one, but she did not, and the actress was pissed about it. We covered a lot of ground.
We did, huh?
But yeah, John Hammond's a fucking scam artist, dude.
I don't know. I thought it was just so. Why? Okay, my thing is, why I was so hung up. Why did he bring his grandchildren to this island that's not secure yet?
Well, it's explained in the beginning of the movie that it's like. But by the way, the digger in the beginning, when he was like, Alan Grant is a digger like me, he was one word away from being canceled.
Yeah.
He was one letter away from being
that
canceled.
reminded me. Why did this man?
But he had brought them to the island to get away from the parents' divorce, basically. But continue.
Based. No, when the lawyer guy, I don't know, brought in, like, it was like, talking about the ember thing, because we saw that ember in that shot in the mines.
Yeah.
I was like, why is this man wearing a full suit in the jungle? You know?
The lawyer?
Yeah.
And board shorts. Don't mind that little cut. That little cut right there.
No. My other notes are like, I don't say different notes.
I had it in my notes somewhere, what it was called, but basically it was this early stop motion animation type thing, and they're like, oh, it looks a little too janky, is there a way you could fix it? And their way to fixing it was adding like motion blur to the dinosaurs, but it was like, it still looked like shit, and the entire time they're building this secret CGI dinosaur, and Kathleen Kennedy of Star Wars fame currently walks in and she's like, oh, that's fucking perfect. We're using that. And everyone was like, ah, shit, there goes our jobs. But like in that beginning paddock scene, it looks so fucking good. Like for 1993, dude, that's
showing the Brachiosaurus like
yes, yeah, and then the animatronics look amazing. But where did those Jeeps come from? Like, where do they go? Is that just behind animal fences?
Maybe
You
like
know what I
Disneyland
mean?
has like that painted things green. If you want to ignore it,
You're saying that like if you paint a dinosaur green, you can walk to the park and no one's gonna give a shit?
maybe.
Mr. DNA fucks.
Bro, why is he Southern?
Because, man, Mr. DNA fucks.
Bro, because I was like, he was like, I'm Mr. DNA. I'm like, brother, howdy, how you doing?
Every time I watch this movie, I hear
about him.
I hear dinosaur in my head 5 times a day. I will walk down like it's like a autistic stimming thing. I'll walk down the street and I'm like, dinosaur. Dinosaur.
You said, dinosaur.
Dinosaur.
Yeah, I was like, why is he Southern? Out of every accent you probably think of, like,
That had to be the one.
yeah,
Well, they gave a lot of Dr. Henry Wu's lines to Mr. DNA.
Oh my god. Speaking of which, why in the scene where they're looking at like the velociraptor eggs and it's hatching, they're like, it's beautiful, and then the Asian like professor, the DNA scientist thing, I was like, why is he yellow? Everyone else was fine. He was just so
there's
yellow.
another scene like that too.
Is there?
Yeah, where they're like the lawyer turns back and he's like John Hammond, your people sent me to make sure this park is safe, and if it's not, I'm gonna fuck you. Then it's and then John Hammond uses his bony little crypt keeper finger and he points at him and he's like in 24 hours I'll be accepting your apology. And it's like fucking John.
Was he pointing? I think he was using his cane.
No, he was using his little fucking cane finger to point at him.
Oh, yes.
And I was like, John, first of all, get your fucking
cane.
He does have a red cane.
Pimp cane.
But John Hammond, get your fucking finger out of his goddamn face. That's rude as shit. Second of all, that lighting was terrible in that scene. But I'm probably the only person out of like 100 people. There's probably one person out of 100 people that actually noticed and gave a fuck. And now you'll never unsee it. Why'd you look at that camera?
I don't know. You pointed and I looked. I'm simple-minded.
My finger's gonna come up in that camera and it's gonna look really weird from your angle.
Okay. When they were on the tour, right, and they're in like the Jeeps on those tracks, why is there not a locking mechanism?
That park is very poorly built.
Because Alan Grant got out to jump the fence, and the guys in the office are like, "We should have put a lock on it." I'm like, "You should have."
Yeah, but you didn't.
Because if that it's like.
And he's like, I've been telling them, like, dude, you are the owner of the park. What you say goes.
No, it was the other guy, the buff one.
The pedophile?
No. The one who goes, clever girl. That guy.
Oh, no. He was sitting in the corner. John Hammond was the one saying.
No, because John Hammond was up. He was the one looking at the cameras. Everyone else was.
No, he was kicking back and he was like, shut the fuck up. They're going to the T-Rexes.
Samuel L. Jackson?
I actually have a note right here that says, the park is poorly built. There's a weird projector room that they just have lunch in.
Luncheon?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay.
Cool automated Jeep. No locks, shitty pay and job delegations.
What was it?
Shitty animal conditions. And I think we already covered all of those.
Yeah.
Because, like, that's like all of the park.
I put a note where it was like, Jurassic Park Discord mod. Because that one guy in the Hawaiian shirt, it was like, you won't comprehend what I do. This thing park won't run without me.
And in all fairness, it didn't.
It didn't.
It did not run without him, like, at all.
But, like, he has, like, trash.
Like, I feel like everyone has that coworker where it's like, this place would not survive without me. That place did not survive without him.
Yeah, no.
Could not, would not, should not.
I feel like it's his fault because he shut down all the security stuff so he can go out.
All John had to do was either do proper job delegation or pay the fucking man.
But I feel like for what he does, managing a whole park,
Dude.
he needs a little bit more.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't know what he's paying him.
Well, his backstory is that he won it in a competition, basically. He won that job in a competition.
Uh-huh.
And then they kind of fuck him over by giving him like way more than he signed up for.
Mm-hmm.
And then they paid him what they said, but it wasn't for what they said that he was working for. It was bullshit. Ian is the only character that is right all the time, and no one listens to him, and now everyone knows what it's like to be me. I just needed to get that one out there.
He's never wrong?
I'm never wrong.
Yeah.
But fuck who?
Yeah. Because he was like, life finds a way. I'm like, yes, it does. Because I feel like even in real life, we used to have those conversations. Like, we shouldn't play God.
Yeah.
We shouldn't whatever.
Actually, we're having that conversation right now. People are trying to fucking birth the mammoths.
Yes. Oh my God. I forgot. I think it was like 2018.
Uh-huh.
I saw it was like a National Geographic, like, what's it called? That one TV show? Not TV show. The, like, History Channel, whatever. It was like, scientists are now trying to bring back the woolly mammoth. As our scientists go out and find bones of the woolly mammoth, they extract the DNA.
Yeah, that's fucking insane.
And they're trying to like piece together.
We should not do that. That's we have seen Jurassic Park very recently. Don't do it. It's cool.
Because I feel like they are already dead.
Yeah.
Right.
Although Mammoth Burger.
No.
Oh.
Because where the fuck are we gonna put them? Antarctica? That shit's melting.
Well. Yeah.
Right, we can't put them where it's hot.
Zoos.
But they are like giant animals covered in fur. They're going to sweat and die.
Mammoth burgers.
We're not having mammoth burgers.
Says who?
Says people.
Your people?
I'm the people.
I am man.
Oh no.
I have penis.
If you think we should have mammoth
If you think
burgers,
we should have penis.
no way. If you think we should have mammoth burgers, I don't know.
Everyone's gonna agree with it. If they make it this far, they will agree.
Oh my God. If you made it this far, when's your birthday? What's your social security numbers?
Give us your parents' card information.
Okay, the back of your card, back of a card, there should be three numbers.
Three wacky numbers.
What are those? What are those numbers?
Tim is so sweet, but I would be so annoyed by him.
I took out my manager. I was like, what?
I'm sure he's cool too.
Great guy.
I would be so annoyed by him if I were anywhere near him.
That little kid?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Little boy. Especially when he's
Alan is based. When he
Alan is so based.
Bro.
I mean, a little aggressive, especially when he's threatening a child with raptor knowledge.
Oh.
But yeah, you forgot about that, didn't you?
I did forget about that for a good minute.
Yeah, that little kid. I swear that little boy is wearing eyeliner.
Maybe I made a note like, who is this kid? Like who
brought their kid to a Montana dig site? I need to know because your kid just got sexually harassed with a raptor claw.
Bro, I would be so sick. If I was that kid, and like as an adult, you're like, yeah, it was threatened by Alan Grant with her raptor claw.
Yeah.
Speaking of that scene, Alan Grant's right. Chickens, dinosaurs. You see those TikToks? There's like, don't forget where you were, and so the chicken with the.
I have a video like that on my channel. Ancient Mysteries. Birds are dinosaurs. You could go ahead and watch that right now.
Okay, shameless plug.
There's 4 seconds left on that camera. This movie's one of the best of all time.
It's a pretty good movie.
That was such a fucking hard cut. That's gonna be such a hard cut.
That is.
From 4 seconds to just like, great movie.
Great movie.
I know some people that do not like this movie though.
Really?
Yeah.
I think everyone I know likes it.
I don't know what this note is. I'm looking at my phone right now. There's a note that says Alexa's a veggie eater. I think I just wanted to mock her.
Oh my God, I wrote a thing like that. Real quick, make it fast. I was like, I put it down like, okay, you're vegan. Not every animal is vegan. Because she turned around and goes, he's gonna eat the goat! Because they're feeding the T-Rex.
Yeah. I don't know what she expected it to eat. Maybe she just didn't expect to see it.
Maybe.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
The next note after that is Ellen Grant still hates kids, and it still makes sense.
Yeah.
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 The next note after that is I would have poked that Triceratops in the eye.
I don't know why. I just thought about it. The what's it called?
Oh, it's called Go Motion. That stop motion animation thing I was talking about earlier. It's Go Motion.
Okay, but like when like I forgot his name. The guy who owns the park. When he was like
John Hammond.
When he was like holding the velociraptor, he's like, "You remember me, right?" I'm like, oh.
I mean, in all fairness, in the books, he didn't get killed by a raptor or T-Rex or anything. He was killed by Compsognathus.
Was he killed?
Yeah, in the books, yeah. He
No, like in the movie, because he just disappeared.
No, in the movies he's fine. We see him in the second one.
Ah, okay.
And then he dies.
Of old age.
But in the books, he falls down into a ravine and he's like, "I'm God," and then they start like eating him alive.
Speaking of eating alive, the guy who
I'm gonna eat you alive. Ah!
the one guy in the Hawaiian shirt when he's like trying to go like to get his pay grade, over the coast of the island. When he's like slips and he gets like little like the sliding whistle slip. That's fun. But and then he's in the car like wiping off his glasses because he's pouring rain.
Yeah.
And he like looks over and goes.
Yeah, that was so slapsticky. But in the book, it's written like his stomach gets gouged open by the 6-foot tall dinosaur, and then it picks him up, and then it's like he's still alive, and he could only hope for the reprise of death.
Oh my God.
I'm like, oh my God, that's so violent. I love it.
You know what I think is a sad death in the movie? The lawyer. He's just sitting on the toilet going.
Yeah, dude, he had the shit.
Oh.
In the book, the lawyer was kind of a badass. But again, we kind of have to start wrapping this up. This is going to be so much for me to edit. I'm gonna cry.
Like the first movie.
This is the first episode, first podcast. It's probably going to do horribly on views and watch time. But please, for the love of God, go watch the rest of my videos. Shameless plug.
We are the movie buffs.
Movie buffs. Every 2 weeks, the wind's kicking up. Every 2 weeks.
Start flying.
once every 2 weeks, I will upload. Look, once every 2 weeks, I will upload. Get possessed.
It's a beam of light.
It's a beam of light.
It's a Smiling Friends episode.
It's a smiling.
We're gonna go party with the aliens. No, would it be up here's light?
Oh.